there, and welcome to your practice. You won't need any props for this practice, just your mat and your body weight. We're going to start in standing, so find your way at the top of your mat. Feet are about hip width or sits bone distance apart. Arms can just relax alongside the body. As you feel ready, closing into the eyes and maybe give a little bend and stretch into the knees. Shift your weight from one foot to the other and really get a sense of grounding down through the soles of your feet. Once you've had a moment to sort of shift and transfer weight, evenly balance the weight across both feet. Soften at the knees. Take a big breath in. Nice, easy breath out. Let's do that a couple more times with your inhale, just arriving at your practice. With your exhale, letting the roots settle from the feet down into the earth. Every inhale, just reminding you of the spaciousness within and the possibilities. And every exhale, softening and surrendering into the present moment. Sometimes we get caught up, focused in what we are lacking, being sold an idea of what our lives should look like. Sometimes we just forget what it feels like to stand on our own 2 feet, to just be present with our inner world and pause from interacting with the external world. As we dive out of our heads and into our bodies, giving ourselves permission to feel our own feelings, think our own thoughts without judgment, without shame. And as we move from posture to posture, being carried by each breath, letting it be a reminder of our ability to choose and discern our own energy. Standing proudly on your own 2 feet, take about 3 more breaths here. Let your last breath be the biggest breath of your practice thus far. Take a deep inhale. With your exhale again, softening the shoulders, the hips, the knees, grounding down across the soles of the feet. Dropping into your meditative sensation, being present with the breath. We'll take that meditation in motion, adding a bit of movement here as you inhale, stretching the arms up overhead. As you exhale, a gentle fold across the hips as you dive forward, yogi bow. Hands to shins, inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, lengthen the legs. Exhale to generously fold forward, bow. Again, finding firmness, grounding through the soles of the feet. Slowly start to roll yourself up, ragdoll up, stacking vertebra by vertebra, rebuilding the spine as you come to stand up once again, nice and tall. And again, inhale, arms stretch up overhead. Exhale as you press and widen the sits bones back, finding a forward fold. Hands to shins, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Again, take your time, let the arms dangle. Go slow as you gently ragdoll yourself up. Finding grounding through the feet, balance through each foot. Take an inhale again, grow tall, rise up, arms up overhead. Exhale, soften forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen the spine, reach out through crown and through tail. Exhale, bow. And generously bending the knees here, take an inhale. And as you exhale, again, grounding down through the feet. Slowly rolling yourself up, stacking bone on bone. Take as much time as you can here. And again, at the very top, inhaling, reaching arms up overhead. Exhaling to fold forward. Hands to shins, inhale halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Again, ragdoll yourself up. Taking at least 2 or 3 breaths here. Feeling the sensation of the sits bones sliding down the back of the legs towards the heels as you slowly rise up. Take an inhale again. Reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Hands to shins. Inhale. Exhale, release. Once more, ragdoll yourself up. You know the sequence here, so keeping the eyes closed, let's flow a couple more times. I'll guide you just through the breath, and you take the movement, exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. 2 or 3 breaths here to ragdoll yourself up. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Soft fold. Exhale. Again, slowly ragdolling yourself up. Take an inhale as you sweep the arms up overhead. Maybe heel toe the feet a little closer together. As you exhale, soften the knees, sitting back into the heels, still grounding down through the toes as you find yourself into a chair pose. Take an inhale. Can you lift the head and chest a little higher? As you exhale, soften the knees a little more deeply. If you'd like, palms can gather together at heart center, or you can keep the arms extended overhead as we take 2 more breaths here. Maybe with your exhale, you just soften a little deeper. One more big breath in. Steady breath out. Inhale, growing tall, stretching arms, stretching legs. Take a big breath in as you reach for the sky. And as you exhale, one more time, diving yourself forward. Hands to shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, this time generously bending the knees so your palms can touch the earth. Take an inhale as you step your left foot and then your right foot back, and as you exhale, finding downward facing dog. You can pedal the heels, sway the hips, nod the head yes or no, making sure there's no tension here. Take an inhale as you come up high onto your toes. As you exhale, ripple yourself forward into a high plank pose, top of a push-up. Take a nice big breath in here. If you need to, lower the knees down. As you exhale, elbows scrape the ribs. Untuck your 10 toes, tops of the feet, flat down to the mat. And soften your belly, chest, forehead to the ground. As you inhale, wrap the shoulders onto the back body. Hug the elbows inward as you lift the head and chest forward and up. And as you exhale, finding length through the crown to the spine as you soften back down. Let's do that 2 more times. Take an inhale. And exhale. One more time. Tops of the feet stay grounded. Pubic bone stays grounded. Inhale. And exhale. Take an inhale as you rise through tabletop. And as you exhale, sliding all the way back to child's pose. Take a nice full breath in here. And a full breath out. Inhale, rising once again through tabletop. As you exhale, step your right foot forward. If it doesn't quite get there, use your right hand until your right shoulder stacks above your right knee. Tented fingertips here. Take an inhale as you pull the head and chest forward, looking forward towards the top of your mat. And as you exhale, maybe slide the back knee back a little bit, finding a bit more depth into your lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. As you exhale, palms connect, last 3 fingers interlace, index fingers to the sky. You can take thumb over thumb, maybe right over left this time around. Big breath in, maybe growing a little taller. And as you exhale, softening into your lunge here, maybe finding a gentle back bend. Take one more big breath in here. As you exhale, the fingertips come to tent on the earth as you fold over your front thigh. Take again a big breath in as you start to shift the hips back, maybe tuck the back toes under. And as you exhale, stretch the front leg long, flex into your front ankle, and shimmy that heel a little more forward so that your back hip stays stacked over your back knee. Big breath in here as you reach your heart towards your toes. And as you exhale, maybe a gentle bow or folding here. Let's do 2 more times. Inhale to lengthen the spine, reach your heart towards your toes. Exhale, bow. And 1 more time, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Start to slide the right hip back. Bring the sole of the right foot down onto the ground. Shift the knee, the hips forward, and return back to your low lunge. Palms into the mat. Tuck the back toe. Lift the back knee as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, step back, downward facing dog. 1 more time. Pedal the heels, sway the hips. Big breath in. And big breath out. Stepping your feet together behind you, take an inhale, reach your right leg nice and high to the sky. As you exhale, draw the knee forward, shoulders shift over the wrists. As you round the spine, bring your knee to your nose. Take an inhale, pressing back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. 1 more time, inhale. And exhale. Take an inhale, step back 1 more time. As you exhale, step your right foot between your thumbs. Take a big breath in as you walk your fingertips a little more forward. Big breath out as you pop your back foot off the mat, bringing the heel towards the sky. Coming to stand on your front leg, take another big breath in. And as you exhale, quietly bring left foot to meet right, arrive back in your forward fold. Hands to shins, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Root to rise this time. Again, grounding down through all 4 corners of the feet. This time coming up through flat back. Take an inhale as the arms reach up overhead. Crown reaches to the sky. And as you exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, soften into your chair. Big breath in as you lift the head and chest a little higher. Strong breath out as you sink a little deeper into your chair. Root to rise once again. Inhale, stretch your legs, stretch your arms, reach up. Exhale, gently bow forward. Hands to shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward, bending the knees generously, palms to the earth. As you inhale, step your left foot, then your right foot back, and as you exhale, find downward dog once again. Inhale, come up high onto your toes, rounding the spine. As you exhale, ripple yourself forward, high plank, top of a push-up. Big breath in. Again, you may want to lower the knees down here. As you exhale, elbows scrape the ribs as you slowly release down. Point all 10 toes behind you. Take an inhale, roll the shoulders back and down as you rise. Baby cobra. Exhale, soften. Again, let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale once again, rising to tabletop position. Exhale, press back, child's pose. And just taking this moment of pause, reconnecting with your breath. And really, the breath is really where the flow comes. No matter what challenge we face in the posture, in the practice, just finding that smooth, steady consistency to our breathing. Noticing how we're breathing from moment to moment, posture to posture. 1 more breath in here. And the breath out. Inhale, rising to tabletop position. With your exhale, left foot steps forward. And again, if it doesn't quite get there, use your left hand, help it forward until left shoulder stacks over the left knee. Come on to tented fingertips, pull the head and chest forward. And as you exhale, maybe slide the back knee back. Take an inhale as you sweep the head, the chest, the arms forward and up. As you exhale, bring the palms together. Interlace the last 3 fingers, and this time take opposite thumb on top. Take a big breath in as you grow a little taller. And a big breath out as you maybe sink into the hips a little deeper, still hugging inner thighs towards each other, keeping a nice, strong foundation, strong engagement through the low body. One more big breath in, growing a little taller, maybe a little back bend here. And a big breath out as the fingertips come to find the earth. Take an inhale as you start to shift your hips back. Again, back hip stacks over back knee. Maybe you tuck the back toes under. And as you exhale, start to straighten up the front leg, flex into the front ankle, and slide your front heel a little more forward. Lengthen through the spine. Take an inhale. As you exhale, gently bow, rounding the spine, nod chin to chest. Inhale, lengthen the spine, reach your heart towards your toes. Exhale, fold. One more time with your breath flow, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, a gentle fold. Inhale, one more time, lengthen through the spine. Start to pull the left hip back, left thigh bone into the hip. Plant your left foot down to the ground and shift your weight forward so that your knee is stacked over your ankle. Plant the palms down, tuck the back toe, lift the back knee as you breathe in. As you breathe out, step back, downward facing dog. Step your feet together behind you. Take an inhale, lift your left leg nice and high to the sky. As you exhale, round the spine, shoulders shift over the wrists, knee to nose. Inhale, press back, 3-legged. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, kick back once more. With your exhale, step your left foot between your thumbs. And again, if the foot doesn't quite get there, use your left hand to help it forward. Walk your fingertips ahead of your shoulders towards the top of your mat. Take an inhale. Kick your back foot up towards the sky, and as you exhale, transition to completely stand on your left leg here. Take one more big breath in. And then as you exhale, quietly step your right foot to meet the left. Soften into your forward fold here. Hands to shins, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Root to rise, coming up, flat back, standing nice and tall. Arms reach up overhead, breathe in. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time, inhale. And exhale, dive forward. Hands to shins, inhale. Exhale, fold. Generous bend to the knees, palms meet the earth. As you inhale, step left foot, then right foot back. This time we're coming to high plank pose right away. Taking a big breath in and a steady breath out. Now, if there's any limitations for you, we're going to be here for 2 more breaths. Your first option is to lower the knees down. And that same variation through baby cobra that we've done before is always available to you as we take these little flows in between our sequences. For this round, we're going to move through upward facing dog. So again, if it doesn't feel great for you, you have that variation of baby cobra to flow through at your own pace, your own time. Otherwise, you'll follow along with me, taking a nice strong inhale. As you exhale, coming down halfway, flipping the feet, bringing the soles of the feet together, pushing once again through the palms as you lift the head and the heart forward and up. The hips are now hanging above the mat. Breathe in. As you breathe out, scooping the belly, flipping back onto the balls of the feet, pressing the hips back and coming back to downward facing dog. Take one more big breath in here and a steady breath out. And just taking a moment of pause here. You might want to pedal the heels, sway the hips. As we take these little flows through cobra or through upward facing dog, you choose what's best for your body. And again, each round, each moment is different, so listen to what you need in the moment. There's no wrong way to move through your practice. And just honor whatever it is you desire in that moment. And let's do one more big breath in and a steady breath out. Bringing your feet about sits bone or hip width apart. You're going to lift your gaze, look towards your thumb, take a big breath in. As you exhale, step your right foot behind your right wrist. So the feet are now on railroad tracks. They're a little bit wider here. I'm going to pivot my back heel down and angle my back toes towards the long edge of my mat. Take your right thumb, plug it into your right hip bone or hip crease, and then pull that hip back so that the shoulders and the hips are square to the top of your mat. With your left hand, take an inhale as you sweep forward and up. And as you exhale, settle into your warrior one. Inhale, right arm comes up to meet the left. And exhale, see if you can soften here a little deeper. Take a big breath in and a steady breath out. One more time, inhale, stretch, stretch, stretch the arms up, maybe lift the gaze. As you exhale, the arms circle wide and hands come to the hips. Inhale, straighten up your front leg. And as you exhale, pivot onto your back toes, lifting your back heel up off the mat. Again, my legs are on railroad tracks, so they're more towards the long edge of my mat here. Take a big breath in, flat back, reaching your heart towards your toes, press your hips back, and as you exhale, reach the crown forward. So we're finding a little bit of sensation, a little bit of opening to the back of the front leg here. If it's too much, you're always welcome to just find a soft bend into that front knee, no problem. We're just going to breathe here, taking a big breath in. And as you exhale, finding connection to the core, to the belly, and maybe encouraging an even deeper fold at the hips. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Last one. And one more time, as you inhale, rise up, flat back, crown to the sky. As you exhale, find a little soft bend into the front leg. Hands can stay at the hips as you breathe in. As you breathe out, you're going to shift your weight forward, step into your front foot, and again, see if you can lift your back leg off the mat. And this time, our fingertips stay on the hips, so there's not that additional grounding as we transition into a warrior 3 variation. Big breath in here, and a steady breath out. Beautiful. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, lift the crown as you quietly step left foot to meet the right. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a moment, again, grounding down evenly through both feet. Noticing what it feels like to just stand firm here. And one more big breath in. And a steady breath out. Inhale, sweeping arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Hands to shins, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Generous bend to the knees, palms to the earth as you inhale, step your right foot and then your left foot back, find downward facing dog as you exhale. Inhale, come up high onto your toes. As you exhale, ripple forward, high plank. Your choice here, you're either going to lower down all the way to the belly, inhale. Or as you exhale, you're going to flow through your upward facing dog, lifting the head and chest. Breathe in. As you exhale, flipping the feet, breathing out, sliding to downward facing dog here. If you're on your belly in baby cobra, maybe do a few more flows here as we did before pressing yourself back to tabletop and then meeting us in downward facing dog. From down dog, just taking a nice steady breath in, maybe lifting the sits bones a little higher. And a steady breath out, encouraging the belly to move a little closer towards the thighs. Once again, feet are about hip width or sits bone distance apart. Take an inhale as you lift your gaze, look slightly towards your thumbs. As you exhale, step your left foot behind your left wrist. Back heel might hop inward slightly, just enough to bring the back foot all the way down to the ground and angle your back toes towards the long edge of your mat. Left thumb plugs into the left hip crease as you pull that hip back, hold it there. Hips and shoulders are square to the top of your mat. With your next inhale, sweep the right arm forward and up as you lift the head and chest up. As you exhale, soften into that front knee, arriving in warrior one. Inhale, left arm reaches up, parallel to the right. Exhale, soften here. Find your warrior. Big breath in. And a steady breath out. Take one more big breath in, maybe growing a little taller. And as you exhale, hands circle around and come to find the hips. Take an inhale as you stretch the front leg long. Lift up off your back heel and come up high onto the ball of your foot. Take a big breath in and flat back, folding at the hip crease as you exhale, reaching your heart towards your toes, reaching the energy out through the crown and the tailbone. Breathe. With your exhale, finding a gentle lift or gather of the belly. One more breath here. And with your next inhale, rise up, flat back. As you exhale, soften into your front knee. Take an inhale. You're going to start to shift or tip forward, bringing more weight into your front foot. And then as you exhale, see if you can float your back leg up off the mat. Come to stand entirely on your left foot as you take your warrior three. Finding a nice steady breath here. Breathe in and breathe out. With your next inhale, crown rises to the sky as you slowly grow tall. And as you exhale, quietly step your right foot to meet the left. Inhale, sweeping arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Once again, moving from one foot to two, finding that solid ground. Take an inhale. And exhale, really land here. Let's do two more breaths here. Next inhale, sweeping arms up overhead. As you exhale, gently dive forward. Hands to shins, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Generous bend to the knees, palms find the mat. As you inhale, stepping right foot, then left foot back, high plank pose. Your choice as you flow through your sequence here, either through cobra or upward facing dog. Take an inhale, and with your exhale, move through. Inhale if you're rising to upward facing dog. Exhale, flipping the feet, pressing back downward facing dog. Inhale to come up high onto the toes. Exhale, pressing heels to the earth. Do that two more times. Inhale, keep the arms stretched long and strong. And exhale, really grounding down through the feet. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Taking an inhale, come up high onto the toes. Look your gaze towards your thumbs. And as you exhale, quietly lower the knees down. Take an inhale as you lift tail up, chest up, chin up, eyes up. Exhale, pressing the earth away as you round. Take one more big breath in, tail up, chest up, chin up. Big breath out. Inhale, finding neutral spine, untuck the toes. And as you exhale, press back, child's pose. If you'd like, bring the palms together, bend at the elbows, bring the thumbs to the back of the skull. If you choose this option, you may want to walk your elbows a little more forward here. And seeing if you can come back to that nice, steady, fluid breath. in case you were distracted by the movements, the motions. And just checking in, noticing if you're conscious and aware of your breath here. And let's take 2 more breaths here together. As you inhale, gently extend arms overhead. Take the hands mat width apart. As you exhale, let the armpits soften down towards the earth. Feel a gentle stretch to the upper back of the shoulders. Next inhale, rising once again to tabletop position. And exhale, organizing wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Tuck the toes under. Take a big breath in. Exhale, pressing down through the palms. Bring the knees just to hover above the earth. Beautiful. They're just about an inch or 2 here. Taking a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, really hugging the organs away from the mat. Lift the belly towards the spine. We've got 2 more breaths here. Beautiful. 1 more. Take 1 more full breath in. Really charge yourself up. As you exhale, continue to lift the sits bones up and back. Stretch the legs. Come back to downward facing dog. Step your feet together behind you. Take an inhale. Lift the right leg high to the sky. And as you exhale, step the right foot between your thumbs. Lower the back knee down here. Take an inhale. Sweep the head and chest forward and up. Exhale, softening into your lunge. Take an inhale as you stretch the arms up a little bit higher. As you exhale, fingertips come forward and down. Take an inhale as you shift the hips back. Back toes stay tucked under. As you exhale, round the spine, bowing towards your knee. Inhale, shifting the hips forward. Lift the spine, lift the gaze. Exhale, settling into your low lunge. Let's shift back and forth a few times here. Inhaling through the transition. Exhaling into the stretch. 1 more time. Inhale as you start to shift the hips forward. Exhaling, settling hips forward and down, heart forward and up. Now you can stay in this variation back knee grounded, or you can follow along with me, tucking your back toe, lift your back knee as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, start to hug the belly in. Nod chin to chest. Inhale as you start to shift the hips back. We straighten up the front leg. And exhale, once again, we take that bow towards the knee. Inhale, rising up through flat back. Soften into the front knee. Pull the head and chest forward and up. The hips forward and down as you exhale. Again, inhale, starting to pick up the hips, straighten up the front leg. And as you exhale, soft fold as forehead comes towards the front knee. 1 last time here. Inhale through the transition. Exhale to arrive, soften. 1 more. Inhale here. Straighten up the front leg, and as you exhale, bow. Now your left fingertips are going to stay tented on the earth. As you inhale, sweep your right arm back so that your hand comes in line with the hip. And as you exhale, continue to reach your pinky fingers up towards the sky. Maybe you bow a little deeper and soften into the left elbow. Take again a big breath in. And as you exhale, bring your right fingertips back down to the earth, soften into your front knee, and lower the back knee down. Heel toe the right foot out wide. Palms come to rest on the inner side of your right leg. You can also rest on stacked fists here if it's more comfortable for the wrists. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, soften into your dragon lunge. Back toes can remain tucked under. If it's more comfortable for your kneecap, just gently untuck the toes and maybe shimmy the back knee back a little further. Breathe. Take 1 more big breath in here. And a steady breath out. Next inhale, start to shift the hips back. Plant palms to the earth if they're not there already. Then as you exhale, slide your front foot back as you arrive once again in child's pose. If you want a little more heat, a little more action, then you can come back up to your downward facing dog from tabletop. Breathe. Take one more big breath in here. And a steady breath out. And once more, inhale, rise to tabletop. If you're in down dog, stay as you are. As you exhale, organize wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, tuck the toes under. Taking a big breath in right away, charge yourself up. Big breath out as you lift the knees, float the sits bones up and back, find downward facing dog. Beautiful. Stepping feet together behind you, inhale to lift your left leg high to the sky. As you exhale, step your left foot between your thumbs. Quietly lower the back knee down. Take an inhale, sweep the head and chest forward and up. Exhale, soften into your low lunge. Once again, big breath in, maybe growing a little taller, reaching a little more closer to the sky. As you exhale, fingertips come to tent on the earth. Take an inhale as you start to shift the hips back, straighten up the front leg, and as you exhale, gently bow, bringing your forehead towards your knee. Taking this in motion, inhale as you start to shift the hips forward and down. As you exhale, settle into your low lunge as you lift the heart forward and up. Inhale, shift back, stretch the front leg long. Exhale, gently drawing forehead towards the knee. A few more times here. Inhale, shifting the hips forward. Exhale, settling into your lunge, lifting the gaze, lifting the heart. Again, you can stay in this variation with back knee lowered or tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, continue flowing with me here. Inhale through the transition. Exhale, straighten up front knee, bow, forehead to knee. Inhale, soften into the front knee. Settle the hips forward and down as you exhale, lift the heart forward and up. Inhale, shift back. Exhale, bow. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lift the gaze. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, scoop the belly, pick up the hips, send them back as you stretch the front leg long. Good. Gently releasing into your fold. If you need a little soft bend into your front knee, that's perfectly fine. Left fingertips this time. As you inhale, reach your fingertips back towards the back of your mat, hand next to the hip. And as you exhale, continue to reach your left pinky finger up towards the sky as you maybe bow a little closer towards your front knee. Again, the front leg can have a little bend into it if the hamstrings need a little release. Take a big breath in and a steady breath out. One more time, a big breath in. And as you exhale, bringing right fingertips back down to the earth, soften into your front knee. Lower the back knee down. Take a breath in. As you exhale, heel toe your left foot out wide towards the long edge of your mat. Plant your palms or maybe come to stacked fists. Shifting the weight a little more forward or maybe sliding the back knee a little more back. Draw the head and chest up. Breathe in. And as you exhale, soften into your dragon lunge here. Again, back toes can remain tucked or untucked. That's up to you. Breathe. And let's take 2 more breaths here. As you inhale, the palms might come to the earth as you shift the hips back. As you exhale, reverse crab step, pull your left leg behind you and settle in one more time, child's pose. And take just 2 breaths here. Slowly walk your hands back, tenting fingertips on either side of your knees, rolling up through the spine. Go slow. As you come to stack bone by bone, sitting up nice and tall, ribs over the pelvis, head over the heart. You can slide down to one bum cheek. If you're towards the back of your mat, just shimmy yourself forward. Bring your big toes in line with the front edge of your mat. And we'll place each palm on each knee. Take a big breath in as you lift the chest up, chin up, eyes up. Use the strength of your biceps to pull your body forward. And then as you exhale, lengthen out through the arms as you round the spine, rock pubic bone to the belly button, drip chin to chest. Take an inhale. Use the strength of your biceps. Gently lift up, chest up, chin up, eyes up. Exhale, round. Few more here. As we prepare to make our way down to the mat, if you'd like to put on a sweater, socks, any layers, feel free to take the time now to do this, and then just rejoin us in this cat-cow flow once you're warm and cozy. If you have a blanket close by, you can also get that ready as we slowly ease into our final rest and relaxation after a few more stretches here. And if you're flowing through your cat-cow and it feels safe to do so, just close your eyes. And again, ride the wave of each breath. 2 more. Beautiful. Inhale, bring yourself up nice and tall, sitting up on your sits bones. As you exhale, zip the legs together. You're going to take a big breath in. Keep your spine elongated. As you exhale, release your arms in front of you and just lean back. You're still reaching your heart up towards the sky. Take again a big breath in. As you exhale, see if you can bring one leg and then the other into tabletop as you take boat pose. If you need the support, take your hands towards the back of your thighs. That gentle feedback or pressure will help you lift your sternum up a little higher, like you're reaching your heart just above your knees. Once you reinvest, maybe lifting the heart, and you want to try releasing the hands again, see if you can maintain that lift through the center chest bone. Take one more big breath in. Feet can stay elevated, or you can lower your feet down to the ground as you take an inhale one more time. And then exhale, we're going to slowly roll through the spine, tipping pubic bone to belly button as we gently ease our way down. And once you arrive on the mat, hug your knees into your chest. Gently rock shoulder to shoulder, hip to hip. And settle the knees in stillness at the center of your chest. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, lift forehead to the knees. Gently relax the shoulders as you breathe out. Take one more big breath in. And then exhale, lower your head and shoulders down. And lower your right foot down to the mat. Send your left leg up towards the sky, flex into your left ankle, and maybe weave the fingers behind your left thigh. Maybe you're able to grab the left calf or ankle. Sink the hips down towards the earth. Keeping the shoulders softened, the collarbones nice and wide. Take a big breath in. And a steady breath out. Left knee comes in towards the chest before the left foot slowly grounds down. Right knee comes in and send the right leg to the sky. Same variation, same options for you here. Breathe. One more big breath in. And a steady breath out. Curl right knee into the chest. Plant the right foot down to the ground. Just gently rinse the knees from side to side. And then go slow as you extend the legs long. Take the arms out wide or alongside the body. Maybe draping a blanket over the body here as you come to your final rest and relaxation. And just allowing the whole body to soften. Letting the weight of your muscles, your tissues, and your bones just be supported by the surface beneath you. And allow the breath to flow naturally in and out of the body here. And invite your body, your mind to just let it all go. And you can linger here for as long as you'd like. And just go slow as you invite a little bit of movement, ease your way out of your practice, back into the real world. You can slowly draw the feet to the mat, knees up to the sky. And let the knees just relax in towards each other. Place your palms anywhere you'd like on your body, on the belly, on the heart, even on the thighs. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Let's do that 2 more times. A full breath in. Full breath out. Last one, biggest breath of your practice. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. And let the breath go, let it all go. Again, if you have the time, the space to linger here a little longer, I encourage you to do so, easing your way off your mat and into your daily life. And this is where I'll leave you, so taking your time to rise in whatever way feels best on your body. And just as we are on our backs, let's join our palms together, pressing thumbs into the space between the brows. Acknowledging you through the small screen. Thank you for practicing with me. And hope to see you again soon. And take really good care.